Hello and welcome back to Forex Generals. Hope you've all had a wonderful week. Today is the 2nd of July 2022 and but this video is the trading log for the 29th and the 30th of June because I wasn't able to do videos those days. However, I'm not going to go through all the trades I made because there were a few of them. I'll just go through, and also because of the title of this video, so it's one specific trade I'll be going through where I broke my rules and I paid the price. So over to the charts. Okay, so this was the 29th. This was the 29th. Now, like I usually do, this was the Asian session forming. Okay, I might as well draw a rectangle there. So this was the Asian session forming from here to here. And like I usually do, I waited for the Asian session to form. I waited for price for a bar to break and close below the session. I waited for a retrace and for price to come back down to continue the downward trend, and I took a sell here. However, what I usually do is I usually put my stop loss at the top of the retracement. So my stop loss was supposed to be here. However, being that price had moved quite far above the Asian low and come back and then moved again back to the Asian low and come back, I felt this was a better place, a tighter place to put my stop. Because one, it was right at the open, right at the end of the Asian low. Okay, maybe not quite at the end, but it was above this high here. The high of this bar here was at the it was above this high here, and it was far enough from the entry. It was around 22 pips, which is not how I trade. My rule says put your stop loss at the top of the retracement, and the retracement was right here, but I felt it was too far to put my stop loss there, because of course if I put my stop loss there, then my take profit will be even further down. And guess what happened? I entered the trade, it went straight away, it went against me and took me out. It took me out at the exact spot that I placed my stop loss. And then, of course, as expected, it reversed immediately and went in favor of my trade. So you see, that happened only because I decided I was smarter than the rules that I had created based on my back testing. I, for some reason, thought I'm smarter than that, so I'll do something different today. I'll break my rule and make it a tighter stop so I can get I can get my profit quicker, and I paid the price. So that's the moral of today. Stick to your rules, except you want to pay the price. Now it's even worse if I break my rule and it actually works out in my favor. That could have catastrophic impacts on your trading, because it then solidifies the idea in your mind that yes, you did the right thing, which is actually very wrong, because one day you will make a bigger trade, you will take more risk based on that ideology, and it will cause a bigger problem. It will have a bigger negative impact in your account. So regardless of the outcome of the trade, whether this worked in my favor or it worked against me, it was the wrong thing to do because I went against my my rules. And my rule, like I said before, was to put my stop loss at the top here, not here. So this was a negative trade of almost $1,000. That was 995, which you can see at the bottom there. And now I placed other trades, which you can see here. So 29th and 30th was overall where they were negative days for me. And if you can see at the bottom, that was a negative 2,000. Now the other trades were not against my rules. It's just that they didn't work out, which is fine. That happens sometimes. These ones, this small profits you see here were just break-even profits, so I'm not even going to count those. But yes, the one I just mentioned was this 995 here. I didn't actually, it's not important to mention that, but the moral of this trade was that just stick to your rules. Just stick to your rules. You know, your rules were based, if you've backtested your rules and you've created them based on the research that you did, then stick to them. Stick to your rules. Yes, we are human, so from time to time, once in a while, we might think we're smarter than we are and break our rules. But let's learn from these. Let's learn from our mistakes. And become better people, and that's it really. So yes, 29th 30th was minus 2.8k, and I'm not going to mention the balance now because we've moved on from that balance. However, the balance after these 2 days was just under 191,000. Remember, we started at 200,000. We went up to 206,000, and then we came back down to 191,000. Okay, so that was it for the 29th and the 30th. Yeah, and yes, that's it. So it's just this one trade that I'm going to talk about. The next video I'm going to talk about, I will be talking about the trades I placed yesterday, which was the 1st of July. So do let me know if what you think about this video, or what you thought about it, what you thought about the trade that I made. If you like the video, click on the like button, like the video, comment, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, and share if you have people that you would like to share the video with. But until next time, be safe in the market.